If you've been playing League for a while, you know that the seasonal map changes Riot used to make for us made the players feel a sense of holiday cheer on the Rift. From spooky pumpkins and candlelit coffins to frosty wonderlands full of snow, these were events to be excited for. So where do these maps go? Well, I wondered the same thing, so I did a bunch of research to answer that question. Hello everyone, I'm Snowball, and today I'll be talking about why the seasonal maps disappeared. It all started in 2009, the same year League of Legends officially released. Riot Games announced its first contribution to the winter holiday season called Snowdown Showdown, and they'd be offering limited edition content from December 16th, 2009 to January 6th, 2010. The biggest thing they did was change the entire map of Summoner's Rift to a snowy paradise. The most iconic details being the candy canes, snowmen, and decorated trees spread throughout the map with, of course, the snow. With all of this came along new limited edition winter skins. Earnest Elf Tristana, Old Saint Zillion, Snowbuddy Nidalee, Happy Elf Teemo, and Workshop Nunu. I miss the style of splash art so much. So nostalgic. Anyways, if you didn't buy these skins during the Snowdown event, they were gone forever. Speaking of exclusive, Riot also made custom winter themed runes. If you were confused, the old runes and masteries looked and worked way different than the ones we have today. The biggest difference being that these cost IP, which is basically what we know now as Blue Essence. They were also 75% off, which was huge. Finally, they made health and mana pots into the Riot Nog potions. How cozy is that? Fast forward to a full year later in October of 2010. Riot decided they wanted to be extra and make a whole new holiday event called the Harrowing. From October 18th to October 31st of 2010, this event would darken the Rift with a whole new custom map, including pumpkins, coffins, candles, and more. There was even a custom login screen, and they implemented Easter eggs of champion concepts that were cancelled, putting them inside coffins on the map. Gavid, Avidrian, and Voodoo Shaman are all seen here representing their scrapped releases. That wasn't the only Easter egg added though. Back then, on the April Fools of that year, Riot created Earth the Manatee, which was never going to be an actual champion. However, because of this fan base, they decided to incorporate Earth's tombstone to commemorate him in the Harrowing map. If you walked past it, Earth's ghost would say hi to you. However, if you were playing Warwick while wearing the Earth skin, the ghost would hit you, dealing 1 damage. Isn't that so refreshing to hear compared to what we're used to now? Something about the way Riot used to cater to the community sounds so wholesome. For the exclusive content, they released 6 skins: Mundo, Pumpkinhead Fiddlesticks, Kitty Cat Katarina, Lollipoppy, Zombie Rise, and Nosferatu Vladimir. Riot also added a bunch of new festive item names and icons, with the health potion being Candy Corn. Shout out to Candy Corn. The mana potion now being the mana encrusted apple, the 3 elixirs being replaced by pieces of candy with the same colors, the haunting guys becoming the pumpkin guys, and the frozen heart then being the frozen brain. And of course, they had to add the new Harrowing runes for 75% off. The first Harrowing was short yet amazing. Shortly after the 2010 Harrowing, we're back to winter, and of course we had to be given our Snowdown Showdown of this year. Once again, they added a custom login screen with new music, showing off the new festive skins. We had regifted Amumu, Santa Gragas, Reindeer Kog'Maw, Candy Cane Misfortune, Nut Krakow, Silent Night Sona, and Ragdoll Poppy. We had our new festive runes for 75% off, and they also brought back the Riot Nog potions and of course the beautiful snowy Summoner's Rift. Going into 2011, the next Harrowing would take place. Little did the player base know this would be the best Harrowing event we've ever seen. We still had the item touch-ups and the Harrowing runes for 75% off. This time, Riot even made little spooky costumes for the minions to wear. I mean, look at them! They gave us these along with the new champion skins. Frankentibber's Annie, definitely not Blitzcrank, Haunting Nocturne, and Bewitching Nidalee. They also of course added the spooky map back to the game. However, this was the last time they would ever add a Harrowing themed Summoner's Rift map to League of Legends ever again. Why did they do this? The answer would be revealed later on. RIP Harrowing map. Moving on to the 2011 Snowdown event, we're back to the whimsical Wonderland. We had our beloved winter themed map back, as beautiful as ever. We also of course got new exclusive winter themed skins, being Snowmerdinger, Mistletoe LeBlanc, Festive Maokai, and Toy Soldier Gangplank. Absolutely fire, or should I say ice. Sorry. Riot also re-added the winter items. Now on to 2012, this is the first year we did not receive a spooky map skin. Riot Morello announced that because of the recent map resource budget going towards the new Twisted Treeline map, they had no more map design budget. They recognized that the player base wanted the Harrowing map, but they decided it wasn't a priority over the new Twisted Treeline. However, the Harrowing still did take place. Also, the Champion Elise released on October 26th, which is fitting. The main event was the exclusive skins: Headmistress Fiora, Pirate Rise, Haunted Maokai, Headless Hecarim, Underworld Twisted Fate, and the only legendary holiday skin up to that point, Zombie Brand. Okay, this was fire. Then we also received these Sinister Summoner icons distributed for doing certain missions like simply purchasing RP, and 5 new ward skins that looked pretty cool. Still sad about the Harrowing map though, but realistically, while it was disappointing, the reasoning made some sense, and they were at least transparent about it. It's also not like we got nothing, I guess. The 2012 Snowdown Showdown was here, and there's no winter map. This year was the first year since 2009 to not feature a new Snowdown Summoner's Rift map. Bummer. Maybe they didn't have the budget since Twisted Treeline or something, but they didn't give us any announcement about it. Anyways, Riot gave us a new login screen with the new music. We got new skins, being Dark Handy Fiddlesticks, Sleighbell Katarina, Snow Day Ziggs, and last but definitely not least, Bad Santa Vagar. Our second holiday themed legendary skin, and holy was it nice. One of the best Vagar skins to date. There were 2 ward skins given to players who logged in and redeemed them for free. And these Chill Summoner icons were distributed to players for completing missions, just like the previous Harrowing. One of these missions consisted of gifting something to a friend. This is actually what inspired the gifting that E-Daters abuse today. It originated from the Snowdown Showdown 2012 event. This year, they also stopped implementing the Riot Nog potions. I personally have never tried eggnog, but it just sounds disgusting, so I'll stick with my Baileys. Overall, it was definitely disappointing that there was no festive map this year, and Riot didn't even explain the reasoning for the lack of a winter map. Riot did not hesitate to stomp on our dreams by yet again abandoning the Harrowing map for its 2013 event. I guess that's the punishment for our sins of being a loving community. All of the old Harrowing skins re-released along with a border given to anyone who bought the previous skins. This was a thanks from Riot for us not being too upset about the fact that part of the reason that people bought those skins was because they were supposed to never be released again. This year we were only given 2 new skins, being Officer Vi and Haunted Zyra. The 5 ward skins from last year were free to use during the event this year, but you could still buy them to keep them permanently. There were also 5 new icons distributed to players, again for completing certain missions. You also got this specific icon for mystery gifting a friend, which was an entirely new way to send a gift. This was pretty insane considering for only 490 RP, which is lower cost than the worst tier of skin, you could potentially gift your friend an ultimate skin. Nothing could really replace the map skin though. Surely Riot would at least give us the winter map when the season comes around. The 2013 Snowdown Showdown was lackluster. Again, there was no returning winter map. It could have been safe to assume that the reworked ARAM map Howling Abyss being released earlier that year may have taken up all the map budget, but there wasn't even an announcement talking about it, so we don't know. There were 3 new winter themed skins, which were a little bit pricier at $13.50 considering that they had new effects, and the $7.50 and $13.50 RP skin bracket were created in 2013. They were pretty nice skins, however the login music wasn't even new. It was reused from 2011, which is really disappointing considering we didn't even get the winter map. Including 2013, there was a 4-year drought in which Riot did not give us a festive Summoner's Rift. There were still events for both the Harrowings and the Snowdown Showdowns, like the Shadow Isles theme or the game mode called Legend of the Portal King, but these innovations, while fun, just didn't compare to the maps that we missed. With 2016 rolling around, the expectations were low. However, this may have been the best year the community has ever had in terms of holiday spirit. Starting off with the Harrowing, or should I say the Teemoing, 3 new skins released, being Bewitching Morgana, Bewitching Shastana, and of course, Little Devil Teemo. These came along with 5 new icons, 2 being ones you could just purchase, while these 3 you could receive by completing missions, like summoning Little Devil Teemo. Oh, summon Devil Teemo? What, like buy the skin and play it in a game or something? No. Literally summon him. Look at this. Oh my god. They made a new game mode that takes place on Summoner's Rift called Doom Boss of Doom. This game mode was so fun, and it still made Summoner's Rift look spooky. You could also buy this ward skin. They also made a minigame in the client where you could sacrifice minions. That is so dark. I loved it. The Your Shop was out, which was created the year before, and all of the old Harrowing skins came out as well. Maybe this year would turn everything around. For that year's Snowdown event, you were greeted by a custom login screen, which was a new animation with a nice art style instead of the usual animated splash art. There were 3 new skins again, being Winter Wonder Karma, Snow Day Graves, and Santa Brom. Legend of the Portal King was reintroduced with cool Poro snacks that could do different things in the game mode, like shoot fire, and these icons to represent them. You also could earn these 2 Poro skins by playing the game mode. All this led up to the fact that they brought back Winter Summoner's Rift. Look at it in all of its glory. Look at Barret. Oh, it's amazing. We finally got it. They also made a new Hextech chest mechanic where you could collect Snowdown trees and exchange them for these icons and limited time emotes. And you could also craft the Portal King chest, which unlocks a guaranteed permanent skin. Finally, they made some really cool exclusive merch. Overall, this year was the biggest W the community have ever seen. It would also be a huge W if you subscribed, it helps a lot. Coming off of 2016's banger of a year, there were high expectations. Surely, considering that last year's Harrowing had Devil Teemo Doombots, we'd get something cool, right? Maybe a festive Summoner's Rift skin, or another scary game mode, or a... what? Wait, there wasn't even a Harrowing this year? Don't worry guys, we got Deathsworn skins. While the 2017 Harrowing was cringe to say the least it seems as though that Riot decided to spare our tiny fragile hearts by making this year's Snowdown Showdown pretty cool. Starting off with another completely new login screen animation, which again is not just an animated splash art, and new music. We had new skins being Santa Draven, Snowfawn Poppy, and Ambitious Elf Jinx. A bunch of new icons, emotes, some Snowdown capsules, new ward skin, and we got merch again. The coolest part of this year's Snowdown was that we got the winter map again, this time in the form of an AR Earth game mode where you could only play as champs who had winter themed skins. I'm extremely glad Riot gave us another cool Snowdown, but of course, nothing lasts forever. In the year of 2018, there was no Harrowing. The Snowdown event was cool, they added a really nice winter map back and some skins. However, 2018 was the last year that a Snowdown Showdown event even happened, let alone having a winter map at all. It's been 5 years since we've had those festive events that were so fun for the player base. So what happened? Why hasn't Riot addressed this at all? Well, they did. Almost 4 years ago. In 2020, Riot released a page to answer the question of where the winter map went. Their answer is basically, we know the players love it, but the maps aren't worth the effort considering they don't last long. But why does it need to be so short? The winter seasons last for months. There's obviously room to stretch the span of time where players get to enjoy the snowy wonderlands. They mentioned that they're, quote, constantly improving their tools and that they will make immersive maps more quickly. However, we have yet to see any festive maps since. It's pretty frustrating that Riot's communication with the players is brief and inconsistent. The craziest part is that they literally admit that, quote, it's not a technical challenge but would take some time to make the art. What? It's literally been 5 years. It's not like no one asked for these festivities anymore. If I look up LOL Winter Map 2023 on YouTube, the first video that pops up has 300,000 views. That many people are looking to go out of their way, download and install a bunch of garbage just to have the map on their own screen. Obviously, it's really disappointing and strange that it seems like Riot has strayed away from community-based events. And no, the Soul Fighter event that happened this year does not count. That Samira skin was legendary tier at best, and while 2v2 Arena was fire, they've already pulled it from the client. So what do we do? What is the solution to bringing back the seasonal maps? Well, there isn't one. League of Legends, whether it seems like it or not, has had its highest population of player base it's ever had, and it generates more and more revenue every year. Basically, while it's safe to say most of the community wants the Harrowing and Snowdown events to come back, Riot doesn't care. And why would they? We still play League, I still play League, so they're not punished for the lack of effort. This is the unfortunate reality, and we basically just have to hope that they decide to bring the holiday spirit back. Thanks a lot for watching my video. It's definitely different to what I've been uploading, so let me know your thoughts. Please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy my content. It helps me a lot. I hope you have a happy holiday. See ya!